Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there was a young rabbit named Rumi. And he was an interesting little white looking rabbit. Let's put his name in here. Rumi. That's his name. And he was a curious little creature, always exploring and learning new things. However, he often found himself doing two things. He was, let's say, he was anxious, ANXIOS, and plus he was stressed, STESSED. And you may find yourself from time to time with both of these things. He was feeling anxious and feeling stressed as the forest was a big and sometimes scary places, like places we visit. One day, Rumi was hopping around when he stumbled upon a wise man. His name was Josef Sage. And Josef Sage had been around a little while, but now he came into the picture for Rumi. And Rumi was glad to see Joseph Sage, because he thought he might be able to help him. Now, Joseph Sage had lived in the forest for many years and was known for his calm and peaceful nature. Joseph Sage eluded calmness and peace all around. He had a peaceful nature. Put the peace sign here. Yep. And Rumi decided to ask Joseph Sage for help in dealing with his anxiousness and his stress. Okay, Joseph Sage said, I might be able to help you with that. Here's what Rumi told Joseph Sage. He said, I often feel anxious and stressed. I don't really know why. I want to know, Mr. Sage, how can I calm myself down and be peaceful like you? Joseph Sage looked at Rumi with a gentle smile and said, Dear Rumi, it is natural to feel anxiety and stress in our lives. There is nothing wrong with feeling anxious sometimes, or even stressful sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. The key is to learn how to manage these emotions and embrace the moment. Let me share some wisdom with you. First, number one, Joseph Sage said, number one, it is important to recognize that our thoughts and emotions are like clouds, blue clouds in the sky. They go and they come. And you have to let them. When you feel anxious or stressed, try to observe your thoughts and emotions as if they were just clouds passing by. Don't try to push them away or cling to them. Instead, acknowledge them and let them drift away. Rumi listened carefully and nodded, eager to learn more. Second, said Josef Sage, number two, practice focus breathing. Focus breathing. He had heard that before about the power of breathing for meditation, but not for calming down stress and anxiety. Keep yourself grounded. Your breath is like an anchor that can keep you grounded in the present moment. When you feel anxiety or stress, take a few deep breaths. Said, take a few deep breaths. Fill your lungs with air. Notice the sensation of your breathing. You would be surprised when you take those deep breaths, how much they help. Take it in and blow it out. Take it in and blow it out. As you do this, you'll find that your mind becomes calmer and your anxiety and your stress begins to drift away, just like those clouds. Number three, or lastly, said Josef Sage, remember that life is a dance. Life is a dance between two things, between effort and surrender. Now, Rumi was curious to know, what did he mean? Life is a dance between effort and surrender. He had never heard that before. Sometimes, said Josef Sage, we need to put in effort. That means we need to try to do something about what's going on. And we have to make things happen. Change our environment, change our situation, change our friends. Other times, we need to let go, and that's what surrender means, and trust that everything will unfold the way it should. So between these two, everything can unfold the way it should. And between the two, you'll be able to navigate the ups and the downs of life. The ups might be when you're happy, joyous, and free. The downs might be when you're anxious and stressed. Between these two, you'll be able to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and ease. Rumi thanked Josef Sage for his guidance and began to practice his breathing. He began to practice letting his thoughts move like clouds. As the days went by, Rumi found that he was better able to manage his anxiety and stress, that he was able to bring both those things under control. He learned to observe his thoughts and emotions without judgment. He learned to focus on his breath and to dance between effort and surrender. In time, Rumi became known as one of the most calmest and peaceful creatures in the forest. Other animals would often come to him for advice, and he would share the wisdom that Joseph Sage shared with him. Through his journey, Rumi learned that it was possible to overcome anxiety and stress by embracing the present moment, and he lived happily ever after in the forest. The end.